folks everywhere.
The residents were actually doing well. They've got mild symptoms.
COVID-19 cases continue to rise at personal care homes across Winnipeg. The Winnipeg Regional Health Authority confirming that as of Tuesday, 24 of the 39 long-term care facilities have declared COVID-19 outbreaks. A spokesperson from the WRHA saying Wednesday that 254 residents living in personal care homes have tested positive for COVID-19. Kevin Scott, the Chief Operating Officer of Middle Church Home and River Park Gardens PCH, says they are watching the situation closely.
We have implemented a number of close monitoring for all those residents. Additional staffing has been put in place, including things like housekeeping for extra cleaning across the board. Very close monitoring of nutrition and hydration for residents.
Scott says with the high vaccination rate, they are mostly seeing mild symptoms in residents. Of the 197 residents at Middle Church Home, 194 are fully vaccinated with a booster. Lori Cerquetti, CEO of the Sol and Clarabelle Simpkins Center, says they are seeing mild symptoms as well, but are monitoring the situation day by day.
Probably about a week and a half ago, we had a significant and critical decrease in the number of staff that were able to come to work because of COVID. So that put us in a very difficult situation.
The WRHA says staffing has become a challenge and are monitoring staffing closely. Quote, processes are in place to redeploy staff from other WRHA service areas to PCHs if required, including to any PCH experiencing an outbreak. Cerquetti says the staff at the Simpkins Center are extremely exhausted and overwhelmed.
We all are looking forward to a time when COVID is not with us in this way and this intensity. But really, they've been great at pulling together and doing some fantastic teamwork to make things work here.
According to the WRHA, there needs to be at least 2 cases of COVID-19 for an outbreak to be declared. Holy Family Home currently has 6 residents who have tested positive on 2 separate units. Tara Lee Proctor, the CEO of Holy Family, says they have dealt with outbreaks in the past and are ready to tackle this current one.
Our staff are well versed in what the protocols are, and we're working closely with WRHA in terms of ensuring that we're doing all that we can to minimize any kind of further spread.
All in all, Scott says nursing homes are seeing better outcomes than before.
I think that's a testament not only to the vaccinations, but also to the skill of the staff that work within the system to help minimize any kind of spread of the virus.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.